Imagine if every living thing on Earth, from the tiniest bacterium to the largest blue whale, was written in the same mysterious language. A language so ancient and powerful that it built you, me, and everything alive today. That language is DNA. But hidden inside it, there might be something far more intriguing. A secret code. A message written not by humans, but by life itself. DNA is often called the blueprint of life. It tells our cells what to do, when to grow, how to repair, and even when to die. It's like an instruction manual written in 4 letters, A, T, C, and G. These letters stand for chemicals, adenine, thymine, cytosine, and guanine, that form pairs stacked like rungs on a twisted ladder. Together, they spell out who we are. But here's the strange part. Despite billions of years of evolution, this code remains astonishingly consistent. The same 4 letters, the same patterns, the same logic, everywhere. Why? It's as if life discovered a secret language that was so perfect it never needed to be changed. And that language didn't just describe life, it created it. Now here's where things get really weird. Scientists once thought DNA was a simple recipe, part for the eyes, part for the heart, part for the brain. But when they started decoding it, they found that only about 1–2% of our DNA actually codes for proteins, the stuff that builds our bodies. The rest, around 98%, it was long dismissed as junk DNA, random leftovers from evolution. But that idea didn't last. When researchers looked closer, they realized this junk wasn't junk at all. Hidden within these seemingly useless stretches were instructions controlling when genes turn on and off, how cells specialize, and how organisms adapt. It was like finding secret footnotes in a book that changed the entire story. In some cases, these sections even act like switches, flipping genetic programs depending on environment, diet, or stress. It's as if DNA isn't just a code. It's a code that talks to itself. And here's a twist. DNA can store information in more than one way. Just like how the same sentence can mean different things depending on punctuation, the same sequence of DNA can serve multiple purposes. It's what scientists call a dual code. Some stretches of DNA overlap, one message hidden inside another. Nature has been doing multi-layered encryption long before humans invented computers. Which leads to a fascinating question. If DNA can hold so much information, could there be messages inside? Not metaphorical messages, actual information encoded, waiting to be found. In 2013, a team of geneticists discovered something astonishing. Hidden within the sequences of genes, they found another layer of code. Not one that builds proteins, but one that controls how those proteins are used. It's like finding an invisible instruction manual within the instruction manual. Every cell in your body reads this code to know what to do, when to grow, and how to respond. It's a system so efficient that it makes even the most advanced AI look primitive. But the idea of a hidden message in DNA goes even further. Some scientists, and even philosophers, have asked, what if our DNA is a message? What if life, somewhere in the distant past, was seeded on Earth by another civilization, and they left a signature inside our genetic code? It sounds like science fiction, right? But a few researchers have seriously explored this idea, calling it biological SETI, the search for extraterrestrial intelligence through biology. They argue that if an advanced civilization wanted to send a message that could survive billions of years, the best place to put it wouldn't be in radio waves or monuments. It would be in the one thing that can replicate itself forever: DNA. So, is there evidence for this? Not exactly. Most scientists agree that the patterns in our DNA are shaped by evolution, not aliens. Natural selection is a master coder, endlessly optimizing the sequence for survival. But still, the patterns themselves are mind-bendingly elegant. For example, the genetic code is so efficient that changing one letter often doesn't break a protein. It just changes it slightly. It's as if the system was designed to tolerate mistakes, to learn, to evolve. This raises an even deeper question. Why does DNA work at all? Why 4 letters? Why these specific chemicals in this specific order? Mathematically, the genetic code is close to optimal, better than nearly any random system scientists can simulate. It's so good, it's almost suspiciously good. Some have called it a frozen accident. Others say it's the inevitable result of chemistry. But there's also a more poetic possibility. Maybe DNA is the universe's favorite language. Think about it. Every human, every animal, every plant is a remix of this same code. Life is a vast, ancient story told in 4 letters. A, T, C, G, written, copied, and rewritten for billions of years. Every creature that ever lived has added a line, a verse, a tiny genetic poem to this story. And we are its latest authors. Today, scientists are beginning to write new DNA from scratch. We're creating synthetic life, editing genes, even designing bacteria that can store digital data, actual computer files, inside their DNA. We've turned biology into technology. Some researchers have encoded images, music, even movies into DNA strands, proving it can hold more data than any hard drive on Earth. So maybe the line between life and information isn't as clear as we thought. Maybe DNA isn't just the code of life. Maybe it is life's language for the universe. A universal syntax written into matter itself, capable of creating consciousness, complexity, and wonder. The more we learn about it, the more it feels like DNA isn't just describing living things. It's describing the act of being alive. Every cell in your body is reading that story right now, quietly translating it into the miracle that is you. So, is there a secret code hidden in our DNA? Yes. And it's not just one secret. It's all of them. The secret of how life began, how it continues, and maybe even where it's going next. Because somewhere inside those 4 simple letters, the universe is still whispering the same ancient message it's been telling for billions of years. Become, change, survive, wonder. And maybe, just maybe, that's the code we were always meant